Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rhyme of the Times for the weekend in 27th of June 2026. Sir Keir's resolve fails as his cabinet bails and Andy prevails, and into the Commons he sails in search of the Holy Grail. Two politicians, once hailed, now tell a sorry tale and are destined for jail. Britain again assailed by temperatures off the scale. Charles avails the public of royal tax details, and for some the size of the sovereign grant is beyond the pale. On the face of it, a huge by-election win for Labour should have been something for Starmer to savour. With his personal ratings at an all-time record low, no one could begrudge him some vicarious glow. But it was nothing to savour, it just spelt danger, because it ushered in Labour's great game changer. Starmer said he was primed to take on all comers for any leadership challenge there might be this summer. The King of the North had put his crown on the line, backed himself in Makerfield, and it turned out fine. But Makerfield, of course, was just a staging post on Burnham's journey to the post he covets most. And over the weekend, distant drums got louder, turning the PM's resolve into powder. Individual cabinet dissent turned general, and Sir Keir's position became untenable. Political WhatsApp groups got to know what's up, and on Monday for Sir Keir the game was up. On Downing Street he stood with his family present, composed but surely also incandescent. He showed the good grace of a good politician, promising a smooth and seamless transition. Meanwhile, Burnham was heading south on a train to enter Westminster's hallowed halls again. As he entered the Commons, a new dawn dawned. He was sworn in as his fawning fans fawned. Treated like some sort of biblical messiah, the King of the North took the oath as required. Silence as the House listened, his halo glistened, his acolytes thankful he's all that Keir isn't. And the pressure that for months had had them imprisoned lifted as a new saviour was christened. Hitting 35 degrees plus in May and June, with no doubt another heat wave coming soon, means we drink our iced drink in the last chance saloon to forget about our planet's inevitable doom. This week was another British heatwave roller coaster, emotions up and down during a 4-day roaster. The Met Office, hot under the collar, sent a splash of red warnings left, right and centre. Hundreds of schools closed all day or early, overheated adults, short-tempered and surly. It wasn't like this in the sizzler of 76. Then again, now there are new things thrown into the mix, like the consideration of mitigation to protect against potential litigation. Sun-related problems can no more be downplayed when ambulance-chasing lawyers want to get paid. And head teachers can't risk an H&S raid with kids on site when it's 36 in the shade. Meanwhile, the Tories pushed their policy to have all new builds built with fitted AC. A few weeks ago, some news that stunned was Peter Murrell's brazen theft of SNP funds. £400,000 worth was the final count of Murrell's spending on the party account. The 125 grand motor home became symbolic of the mad obsession of a shopaholic and a party administration so shambolic that claims of checks and balances were frankly bollocks. On Tuesday, he was given 5 years in jail for his unscrupulous use of online retail. Perhaps it's cruel to call Murrell a tool, but his lawyer did call him a figure of ridicule. Since he became the king in 2022, Charles has had some taxing times to battle through. Cancer diagnoses for him and Kate, an impasse with Harry still to negotiate. And regarding Andrew Windsor Mountbatten, it's batten down the hatches for what might next happen. Whether brother or parent, erratic or errant, Charles' answer seems to be transparent. Maybe hide the pain and hide the despair, but don't be a rabbit in the media glare. To his subjects, Charles wants to be fair, and this week he published his royal tax affairs. The first time ever, it was a huge call to reveal all the figures, warts and all. The headline findings from the tax returns: the firm is definitely a going concern, paying 13 million tax on profits earned. On private flights, a lot of lolly was burned. £100 million sovereign grant came the other way. Too much, even for a king, many say. Much of it used to refurbish Buck House, which has now been vacated by Charles and his spouse. Oh, how it is when the mighty have fallen after being convicted of crimes so appalling. Geoffrey Donaldson in 2016 was knighted. In Newry Crown Court Monday, his life was blighted. The former leader of the DUP had been a pillar of the community. At least that's the facade the public saw until 2 years ago when police knocked on his door. His arrest on sexual abuse counts meant there soon followed his resignation announcement. A man with conservative right-wing views, now done for 18 counts of sexual abuse. It was mainly children that he defiled, for decades a prolific paedophile. A man of God turned abuser, but the trial found it was actually probably the other way round, for a man who claimed to always tread holy ground.